I'm Jane Lunnan with another update on the arts in Ashe County. And with me today, I'm delighted to have Stephen Shoemaker. Stephen is one of West Jefferson and Ashe County's favorite artists. Stephen, welcome to the show.
It's delighted to be here. And first off, I want to say Jane has already stolen my thunder from a previous little episode with the use of the word plethora. Now, I thought I had that word coined, but
you can use it too.
I don't know if I can find a way to interject it, but if I have an opportunity, I will. But it's good to be here, and thank you,
Thanks.
Jane.
What's the saying? If you use a word 3 times in a sentence, then it's yours.
We'll
see where the plethora of this conversation goes.
Good.
Stephen is well known throughout the Southeast for his work, a lot of times known as the train man in West Jefferson. Stephen, tell folks about you. You grew up in West Jefferson, you moved away, and you came back.
That's all I need to tell you.
Okay, now fill in the blanks.
It's good to be back to West Jefferson. I spent most of my time in Charlotte. Have been painting all these years, and coming back to West Jefferson fulfilled, I guess, a dream that was in my heart somewhere, wanting to come out, and being back in West Jefferson has just been a blessing to paint.
A good full circle. And Stephen, one of the things that strikes me about your work is that you have such a beautiful way of capturing stories in your work. You share history, you share people, places, events, and it ties together so it's immortalized on canvas.
Well, thank you.
And
the picture, and I tell people all the time that the picture, there's more to it than the picture. The picture is just a small part of it. That's the little visual thing. But it's not only it's what an artist brings to the picture, but what the picture is about, where it started and where it's ended, and that sort of thing. So there's more to a painting or anything than just
meets the eye.
Than meets the eye.
And that's definitely true of Stephen's work. I sometimes joke and say it's like a Where's Waldo piece.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you have to keep looking because there's no telling
you
what
might
you're
find
going,
something.
what you're going to find hidden. Stephen, the image that folks are going to be seeing while we're talking, tell them a little bit about the story behind that train and that setting.
Well, that's the last train in the series of, I think that's the 8th in the series, and that.
And this is the Virginia Creeper.
This is Virginia Creeper. It's an area that I have painted before, but the train is crossing the only place on the New River. The only bridge that actually crossed the New River was right at this spot, which is there in Ashe County, and it shows a little bit of the past and the future with the wagon and the mules hauling a load of slab, actually traveling on the New River when it was frozen over, and then the train crossing over. The title of the work is, I can't remember. But anyway, it's if it comes to me, I'll tell you what it is. But it shows a diversity in transportation, a little bit about Ashe County.
And I do love the way you're able to infuse the past with the present and tie it all together, and how significant our history is in the role that it plays with our present and our future. Stephen, you work in watercolor, also in oil, and a lot of pen and ink drawing and pencil drawings. You were one of the recent award winners from the Regional Artist Project Grant that is sponsored by the Ashe County Arts Council, Watauga Arts Council, Allegheny, and Wilkes Arts Council, 4-county region that awards monetary awards to artists in our 4-county area for work of excellence, and we're so proud of you for being one of those award winners. And I think your project was to purchase materials to create a body of new work. Is that correct?
A piece of work, yes, which could lead to more work.
Do you want to tease the folks and
yeah,
tell them a little bit
yeah,
about
I'm pretty excited about it.
Do?
It'll be a work in progress for probably quite some time because of the research involved. It's men signing up to go to war in 1860, probably 1862, 63, and in Jefferson, our county seat in Ashe County.
Right.
And that time period, our area being so remote, there won't be a whole lot of things in the picture that people could identify with today. So you have to do some research. Maybe there might be that little tidbit that they might be able to see. The street, which is now a 4-lane, which then was probably just a path with cherry trees on both sides. So we're going to have the cherry trees, I hope. But a very simple painting, and hopefully it'll bring a little bit of history, and 'cause we were so remote during that period of time, a lot of people so many men went to one side and so many men went to the other side. So it's not going to be any particular. It's just men signing up to leave the farm, leave their families, and try to tie in a feeling of excitement and also a little bit of loss because so many did not come back, and they knew that.
Oh, Stephen, I can't wait to see that work.
I can't either.
What a beautiful way to symbolize and create a remembrance piece for a significant time in our history and in this region's history, and that's so important. Stephen has a gallery. It's in downtown West Jefferson in the Arts District, his studio and gallery. Stephen Shoemaker Gallery is a part of the gallery crawls. Those will be kicking off in June. It's always such a treat to be in any artist's studio, but Stephen's especially. The chance to watch an artist at work, the chance to hear the stories behind the work, the chance to have an up-close and personal view at what it takes to create a work of art. Stephen, we are so proud of your work. And let's mention the book, too, that you created with author Janet Pittard.
First of all, I have to say, I have to blow the horn for Jane a little bit. She's done so much for the art community. We couldn't do it without her. She's just done a magnificent job, and somebody has to toot her horn, so I'll toot her horn a little bit. She's just such a dynamic force for the arts, and the county wouldn't be what it would be without Jane.
Thank you. Now let's talk about
and
your
with further
book.
ado,
real quick.
Co-authored this book with a dear friend of mine, Janet Pittard, who made this book happen. I only furnished the stories and the pictures. Janet Pittard put it to paper and did a wonderful job. But it's stories and pictures of my growing up in West Jefferson and Ashe County, stories about the train, stories about wonderful people that I was able to know during my lifetime, and it's a fun book.
It's a great little book. There's also some original poetry by Janet in there, besides the writing that she did with sharing Stephen's stories and all of Stephen's beautiful paintings that are depicted in that book. Stephen Shoemaker, a treasure for the high country, one of our favorite, bestest authors, artists, and we're so glad to have you as a part of this show. Celebrate your work, both past, present, and future. If you want to know more information about Stephen, you can give us a call at the Arts Council at 846-2787. That's ARTS. Stephen, you have a website?
StephenShoemaker.com.
Then you can see lots more information about Stephen there. And you can also get a link from the Ashe County Arts Council's website at ashcountyarts.org. If you need information about any of the arts happenings going on in and around West Jefferson and Ashe County, give us a call. Better yet, come on over to West Jefferson. Drop in at the Ashe Art Center. Walk down the street a little bit and find Stephen Shoemaker's gallery. It's right there on Jefferson Avenue.
Say hello.
And we hope you have an art-filled day.